what is the essence of India for you?
You know those early morning pictures that people take of villages where there's a cow just getting up and there's a mist on the ground and the farmer is going to his fields to work. I've seen so many of those kind of pictures. That is India for me.
Even the India you see today?
Well, majority is farmland. Majority are farmers. And of course the cities have grown uncontrollably. Nobody talks about the aesthetic of the city. You know, the Bombay I grew up in was a beautiful city, beautiful city. It is now, I can't say, except for the remnants of the British architecture, that anything architecturally fine has happened in my city. It's a pity.
How important do you think in an India of today, which is an India in a hurry, an India which is often loud, vocal, argumentative, how important are aesthetics, culture, the arts? Do you see a place for that in the India of today which needs to be preserved?
Well, let's talk about what I just said. The city councils, whoever administers, has either no sense of aesthetic or they are just giving permission to contractors to build ad libitum. I don't know whether there's corruption involved. I'm not accusing anyone because I don't know really. But the way cities like Bombay are mushrooming without any real you know, the Chailis are artistically more valid than some of those awful boxes that they are building.
There's so many India stories we talk about, especially when we travel abroad and say the India story in this newspaper is this, the India story in another newspaper is this. What for you represents the India story? Is it about corruption? Is it about the loss of faith in a government or the Indian economy? Or is it about the stories of excellence?
The general perception in the world that India is coming up. The general perception. Now, once in a while you hear that the stock market has completely fallen, but the general conception is positive in the world. I don't think people sitting in the middle of America or Germany are talking of Indian corruption because they're not involved, they're not touched by it. When I talk to my Indian friends who live here, that's all they talk about. So I know that it exists. And now this new party that you have, Admi Party.
Aam Aadmi.
Aam Aadmi. Well, something positive will come out of it, I'm sure.
It's a churning in a sense in Indian
yes,
politics.
there are people who are objecting. Even Mr. Hazare, you can say what you want, but he's objecting.
That's a fighting back in a sense. What for you, because also you said that you're one of the proudest Indians you know. What for you when you come back to India, when you come back you perform concerts here regularly, you were just in Kashmir in that concert. What makes you proud, what gladdens your heart, and what makes you sad?
Well, the sad part of it is that it has grown uncontrolled, visibly. The proud part is what I just said on the panel too. We have people in this country that are still manufacturing or works of art with their hands that can't read and write. Unfortunately, they should be able to read and write in the future, I hope. Our education system is not what is called ideal. I think my wife lectures to me all the time, why doesn't the government have a compulsory education system? I think they are starting. I don't know how to educate overnight 800 million who can't read and write, because 400 million can. Now 400 million is more than the population of Europe. So we have done something good. I know the big companies in America are dying to get the best students from our high-tech colleges and transport them to America and Germany. So all that is positive, and those people look upon India as a horizon of good.